Something.
Sure, honey, what's that?
Something about you seems different today, and I can't figure out what.
Maybe it's my glow.
I thought only brides glow.
Brides and pregnant women.
What?
Yeah. You mean we're gonna have a baby? I just found out. I'm surprised you couldn't tell with the weight I've been gaining, huh?
Oh, that's wonderful, Claudia. Oh,
Thank
congratulations. You must be thrilled, Brian, too.
Hey, why don't you ask him yourself?
Ask me what?
Claudia just told me about the baby. Congratulations. Oh.
I'm pretty excited myself.
Tell you what, because of the big news, coffee's on the house.
Well, thank you.
I'll be right back.
All right, honey.
You know, they were pretty excited over at social services, too.
Oh, great. Well, before we talk about that, listen to this. Condo. 3 bedrooms, den, nursery with attached sitting room. Perfect for the family that's growing.
Only large incomes need to apply? Where's the neighborhood?
Glen Haven.
Too rich for my blood.
Well, not for mine. Or my babies. Believe it or not, we're moving up in the world. Starting today.
What do you mean they wouldn't sell?
As legal owners, it's their right.
What was their reason?
They wouldn't say.
Money, probably. I didn't offer them enough.
Well, you offered plenty. From what I could see, they just aren't interested in selling.
So we'll increase my offer.
I really don't see what that will accomplish.
I want that cabin, Mr. Peters. I don't care what it costs.
Okay, let's take a break, huh? All right, great. Blackie, can I see you for a minute? You too, Frisco?
Yeah. How the sound, Stan?
Well, it's not the sound, fellas. It's the look. I'm still having a couple of problems. Blackie, you're going to have to play into the camera more. It's your only audience. Look, when you play right into the lens.
I just feel stupid, you know?
Blackie, do what he tells
All right.
Yeah, oh, and Frisco, let's see a little more passion, huh?
Heavier with the faces.
Yeah, if it feels comfortable.
Yeah, like real spontaneous.
Hey, no, wait a minute, fellas.
You do.
Don't get me wrong now. This is a video. It's not a live performance, and every single move has to be choreographed or won't come off.
Got it, choreograph.
Hey, phone for you, Blackie. It's over there.
Who is it?
A guy named Josh. He says he's got business with you.
Else just holler, okay?
Yeah, well, there might be a little hollering, but I don't think it'll be for you.
Oh, well then just signal. A wave of the hand will do fine.
Thank you, Mother.
Sorry. I don't think a condo in Glen Haven is going to spoil our kid.
Living in a place like that breeds attitudes. The sort of attitudes that I don't believe in, nor do I want my son to believe in.
Or daughter, there's always a chance of that.
I don't want to argue about this,
But
Claudia.
we have to discuss this.
Now, let's talk it out civilly. This is the most important thing that's happened to either one of us. And before we do anything, I want us to think it out first.
Okay. A child's environment is the single most important thing in its early development.
Then we have to agree on it.
And a condo is perfect. I want what's best for our child.
So do I. But obviously, our concepts of best are altogether different.
Sure, with mine being wrong.
I didn't say that. Trying to bring up your child in an upper-class, wealthy environment is perfectly normal and certainly not wrong.
Then why are you opposing it?
Because I don't believe you learn anything in that sort of environment. You put walls up around yourself, what with the TV intercoms, the security system, the valet parking. You're living in a bubble.
Yeah, well, it's better than living out on the street, where your kid is prey to every weirdo that comes along. And they're out there, Brian. Murderers, kidnappers.
I'm not going to argue with you, Claudia. I work with those people every day. But I do want to live in a place that's down to earth. A place where a man is judged by who he is, not what he is.
Oh, great. Sounds like the waterfront.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you are. Just because you didn't have advantages when you were a kid is no reason to raise your son that same way. Honey, it's not fair. And worse than that, it's selfish.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Then, I guess you're right, too. We shouldn't buy a condo right now. It's not exactly right for us.
Then we compromise, We find a place we both can agree on.
Neutral ground.
Yeah, a place for your elegance and my humbleness.
You think a place like that exists?
Well, I'm willing to look. How about you?
Oh, how your wife loves to browse. Now look at that.
There you are, the three of you. And how's the little guy doing today?
Well, I think he's a little bit too little to be going anyplace right now.
She called me up and told me this morning. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Why don't you join us for lunch?
And maybe you can help us solve this dilemma.
If I can.
Well, we're moving out of our hotel suite.
Yeah.
The problem is where to move and how much to spend.
It's very simple. We'll double my offer.
Double it? But, let me see here. That's going to end up costing you.
Twice what I offered before. Now, what's the problem?
Your first offer was over market price.
So?
You can buy 3 cabins in the Adirondacks.
Yes, but this is the cabin I want.
It's madness. It just isn't worth it.
All right. If you are having so many problems with your conscience, I'll simply get another agent. Thank you very much.
I was only thinking of your interest, Mr. Putnam.
Well, then I suggest you start thinking of your 6%. You go back and give them my offer. I want back what is mine, Mr. Peters, and I will do whatever it takes to get it.
How's the deal? What, he's just crank on the phone and tell him I don't want to talk to him.
Okay, you're the boss.
Fine. You didn't hang up.
He said, and I quote, if he doesn't talk to me, I'm coming down there.
That's all I need.
He sounds mad about something.
It's none of your business, all right?
Come on, Blackie. Time is money. We haven't got all...
All right, fine, fine. You make it fast, pal, because I'm busy. I'm right busy.
Yeah, making a video on my song. I heard all about it.
It's not your song, okay? It's mine. How'd you find out about the video?
Oh, easy, man. When you work for the same guy.
Really?
Yeah, what do you know? He gave me a contract and everything.
So go write your own song and stop bugging me about mine.
Make me believe it is my song. And I want the credit due me on the video.
Talk to Pirelli, then.
He said to forget it, but I'm not going to. I'll take this to the press if I have to.
Go ahead, pal, because you're going to be wasting your time, all right?
Blackie, what are you doing? You making plans for the weekend or setting up a few groupies? We're trying to get something together
You're
over
trying
there.
to ruin me.
What are you talking about?
Talking about Josh, all right? He got signed by Pirelli.
You mean the bellboy?
Oh, don't play dumb with me. You probably set it up. I don't need it, okay? I don't need this. I don't need you. I don't need none of this. What was that all about?
You tell me.
He quit? He's sick? What?
You know the story. It's another temper tantrum by little boy Blackie.
Why?
Like I said, you tell me. These days, I sure can't figure him out. One day he's up, and the next he's threatening to walk out. Maybe he's schizo or something.
I don't think it's that serious.
Well, if you've got a theory, I sure love to hear it.
I think there's a problem, but I don't think it's stemming from him.
Wait a minute. What's that supposed to mean? Think he's under some sort of a demonic spell?
Oh, no, that's a very interesting way of putting it.
Come on, Frisco, spill it.
Sure you
I
can
know
take
that. Yes. Me? What have I got to do with this? He's the one who's acting up.
it? Yeah, well, whenever he acts up, it's because you said something to him.
Oh, I see. Now we're gonna blame it on me.
Hey, if the shoe fits, baby.
Who the hell do you think you are coming down on me? All I have to do is snap my fingers and you're out of a job.
Go ahead.
Oh, believe me, I'd love to. Unfortunately, I need you too much.
Bet you do.
You just wait a minute. Blackie's the one that's the problem here. You know, he hasn't the vaguest idea of how to be a professional. This video is his biggest shot at the top yet, and he's too childish to realize it.
It's incredible, you know that?
What?
To think of where we could be if you just knew how to handle people.
I'll tell you something about handling people.
Save it.
Oh, home sweet home. You know, what is it about a soundstage that is so comforting? The smell of grease paint, the dazzling lights.
Probably the stale coffee and the cold donuts.
Ah, ever the way I got you. Is our darling Blackie around?
You missed him.
Oh, that's too bad. You know, I was just doing a shoot right down the street and thought I'd just stop in and see how everything's going.
Oh, everything's going great.
Yeah, we're taking an unscheduled break.
Yeah, equipment malfunction.
A little too much pressure on our main cable. We lost our brightest light. And where are you without your brightest light?
We can always find a replacement.
Well, you know, I think I'll come back a little later. When Blackie comes back, just tell him I said hi, and I'll see him soon, okay? Oh, I still have a few minutes left till my break. I think I'll just run a few errands. See you guys later.
Our brightest light? You've got to be kidding.
Steph, the whole show is on his shoulders. Now, if you want to be professional, fine. Just don't blow it. He's too big a talent.
What are you suggesting I do?
Go after him. It's not too late for apologies.
Greetings.
Oh, hi. You caught me by surprise.
Oh, I'm sorry. I see that you were working, and once again, I'm interrupting.
Well, you know how deadlines are. You just don't even think about them until they're right smack dab on top of you.
Somewhat like exams and those other institutions devised to torment us.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just finishing, you see, up on the colors for the spa lobby and reception area. Wouldn't be so difficult, except that I have to keep second-guessing Lorena.
I can tell it's quite an undertaking, and I promise I won't take up much of your time.
Grant, if I had a minute...
Well, this will only take 30 seconds.
Oh.
You dropped it the other day at lunch.
Oh, I didn't even know I'd lost it. Thank you.
Apparently, one of the waiters found it on the floor, and he knew I was a guest at the hotel, so he left it for me at the desk.
Well, it was very nice of you to bring it over. I would have been glad to pick it up.
Oh, I know you would have. And that's exactly why I didn't call.
Oh?
Well, you see, once again, I have ulterior motives. I was hoping that you might be inclined to take a break and join me for lunch.
No, I just told you about this deadline, and I'm due at the spa tomorrow.
Oh, yes. Yes, I understand that, but, you see, I thought that maybe we could talk a bit more about those early summers at the cabin. There are parts of it that are still very hazy to me.
Well, does it have to be over lunch?
Not necessarily.
Why not here, then? While I'm getting all this stuff ready for tomorrow, we can talk.
Are you sure that it won't be too distracting?
Don't worry. If it gets that way, I'll let you know.
Wonderful.
Now, what specifically may I help you with?
Well, I keep remembering the attic and seeing a trunk.
Trunk? Well, first of all, the attic was just barely a crawl space.
What about the trunk? Does that have some significance?
It was filled with old clothes, and we used to try on the hats and coats.
Pilgrims. I said we used to dress up like pilgrims.
And we would pretend the Indians were attacking.
And I always saved you.
Oh, yes, with great zeal, I might add.
Celia, it's unbelievable. You say one thing, and it all comes back to me. I can't tell you what I help you, man.
Well, to tell you the truth, I've enjoyed it. Those were good memories for me, too. No, what else?
Come on in. Hi there.
Hi, Grant. Is Father around?
No, I'm sorry. He's down at the spa, measuring out the area for our last tile setting session.
Oh, so what happens when you finish work on the spa?
We move on, finish up the condos, take the trailer on to the next site, and this area here becomes a park.
That's great. I guess business is booming.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm glad Father isn't around. I wanted to see you alone.
Oh? Tell me, what can I do for you?
Well, it's Father's birthday this Friday, and I wanted to get him some new tools. The best kind. The kind he's always wanted.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled.
Yeah, well, I hope so, if they're the right ones. Which is where you come in. Do you think there's any chance you could come help me pick out some?
You got it. I know the best spot in town.
Oh, terrific. Today? Right now?
Well, I get off in half an hour.
Oh, Grant, you don't know how much I appreciate this.
Look, as kind as you both have been to me, this seems like the least I can do.
There's nothing I can do to repay you?
Your friendship is quite enough. Look, you give me 30 minutes and we'll be on our way, huh?
Okay.
Any second, I promise.
Martha, you said that 2.5 cups of coffee ago.
All I know is what Rose told me, that she and Lou would be back at 2.
It's after that now. Where'd they go? No, don't tell me. I know. You haven't the slightest idea.
Rose, I mean, that trip to New York, it's not working out. A lot. Look, I am paying for it all by myself. I have the money for the airfare.
That's not the point, Lou. New York is a big city and not a place for a young girl to be alone.
I won't be. I'll be with the band. Please, I just want to see how to make a video.
We'll talk about it later. Would you please help Martha in the kitchen? All right, Jake. You just having coffee today?
Maybe a little conversation.
If I could interrupt you for just 1 second, we have some very exciting well, Claudia has some very exciting information.
Well, what's up?
Ta-da!
I'm pregnant.
Claudia! Oh, that's so great! I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you.
Claudia, that's wonderful.
Brian is thrilled, no doubt.
You should have seen him. He's absolutely on cloud 9.
Right now, we're looking for a place to live.
I assume this is something you guys have been planning.
Jake, it's okay. Well, we were planning it or talking about it at least. Anyway, we're both very happy. And I can already see how it's going to bring us closer together.
I can imagine.
Well, you know, that's what they say getting married is all about. Having family.
And the bigger, the better.
Well, I wouldn't know about that.
Neither would I.
Well, I know I'm going to concentrate on just having this one right now. Come on, let's look at some more.
We're going to find a house today.
Oh, at least I remembered how to make a sandwich.
You really shouldn't have gone to the trouble of making lunch for us, Grant.
Oh, I wanted to, if only to show you my appreciation.
You're very considerate. Of course, you always were.
Oh, don't try to tell me that. If I remember correctly, when I was a child, I was selfish, spoiled, and a terrible bully.
Just the opposite.
Just 1 second. Are you telling me that I didn't used to pull your pigtails and chase you around with frogs and lizards and things like that?
I told you saved me from the Indians. And you used to cook for me then, too.
When we were children? No.
Yes, you did. Don't you remember the famed popcorn incident at the cabin?
Oh, when we tried to cook an entire bag at one time.
Yes.
Oh, that mess, that horrible mess. I can remember it now as if it were only yesterday.
All I can see is that look on your mother's face.
Well, she should have been glad that we didn't try to melt butter.
We would have burned the cabin down.
We didn't, did we?
No, we didn't. No, I don't think. I think it's still there.
See, you have helped me to remember so much. You cannot know what a thrill this is for me.
I can see it on your face. With each new recollection, your face just brightens up.
Then you don't mind the fact that I've been dogging you?
You haven't been dogging me.
Oh, I have so been dogging you. I show up at your door time and again. I ask you to dinner, lunch constantly. You can't tell me you've enjoyed it.
It's been wonderful. Those summers at the Adirondacks were among my favorite times, too.
Do you really mean that?
Of course I do. Those times were...
Go on.
I was just going to say that those were the times when I felt closest to you.
Well, I have taken up enough of your time, and I'd better be going.
Normally I'd say nonsense, but my work isn't getting done by itself.
I understand. Thank you. I was just looking at some of those. It's quite all right. I was looking at some of those color schemes that you'd picked out. They're very good.
Well, thank you.
I have enjoyed our little chat. I hope that we can do it again soon.
So do I.
I'll look forward to it then.
You're doing pretty well on that.
Goodbye, Celia.
Bye, Grant.
Don't try to talk me into going back over there, because I ain't.
I don't care about that. I just want to know why you left.
I told you already.
Because of something some stupid bellhop said.
Did he or did he not sign that contract with Pirelli?
If he said he did, I guess he did.
And I suppose you're going to tell me you had nothing to do with it?
We took care of him, Blackie. I thought that's what you wanted.
Stephie, don't you understand what you guys are doing, man? You're telling this guy that he's right, that I stole that song from him.
Nobody believes that for a second.
Then why did Pirelli sign him? He's got no talent. He's no good. He's got no songs. What is going on here?
It's got nothing to do with you, so relax.
Prove it to me. Tell me this whole thing's a big coincidence.
I didn't say that.
Then why did it happen? Why did you let him do that? Listen to me. I want the truth, and I want the truth right now. Because if you're lying to me, I'm walking out. I'm walking out of this contract. I'm walking out on you.
It's simple. This Josh character was getting out of hand, so we did something about it.
You gave him a contract.
A short-term contract. It's not like yours. It's not binding, and it's not for a lot of money. It's just a few songs for a few bucks, just to keep him quiet.
Now, giving him this thing is like saying that he's got talent.
We're not. He got to be a nuisance, so we got rid of him. But we put him in a place where we could keep an eye on him.
Well, I just wish you would have asked me first.
I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't thinking.
Stephie, I just want credit where credit is due.
I know.
I mean, I want respect. You guys understand? I mean, I want respect from you. I want respect from Pirelli. I worked very hard to get where I am today.
We know that. That's why we're trying to protect you from all the jerks out there who swear that you owe them something.
I mean, I need it, Stephie. I need you guys. I need you guys behind me. You know, I need you to believe in me. You understand what I'm saying?
We do. We all do. And we think you're very special.
Even you?
Yeah. I don't care if you never write another song. I just think you're one of the neatest people I've ever known.
Well, outside of all this music stuff, I think it's pretty neat, too.
So let's forget about all this.
Okay.
Good. And today will be just you and me.